Shout outs to the Philadelphia Union, by the way. Best team in the world. Anyway,
Philly sports.
Yeah, sports, of course. You already know.
Philly sports. Oh.
Yeah, Philly's in the building. You already know. And the Nova product. You know what? The thing that they have in common, Jim Curtin, head coach of the Philadelphia Union, played at Villanova and was drafted out of there. That's my connection. Same as Varun, who was playing for top 8 bragging rights against one of the best that the Smash World has, ESAM. And Skip, if you can find a better transition than that, I dare you to say it.
No, I'm just gonna say that I don't think there's a single sports fan base anywhere in the world that loves their sports as much as Philly, but also hates their teams as much as Philly.
There is something to be said about that. There's a love-hate relationship there. And speaking of loving and hating, let's talk a little bit about Pikachu and this matchup, specifically the Wii Fit. And let's talk about Varun just absolutely smacking the headband off of that rodent to take the first stock in this best-of-3 clip.
It was like the literal last frame of up air was able to blast that Pikachu to the top blasto, man. This character, again, has great damage output. That soccer ball is huge. Look at that. Keeping that in play, getting the rebound. And it just, I mean, it didn't end up getting a hit, but keeping the pressure on the ESAM, forcing him into a more defensive option because of it. Kind of scary, kind of dangerous. And honestly, could close out the stock right here. Yep, looking for that forward tilt. Gotta keep in mind, Wii Fit's got those weird hitboxes where, like, there's hitboxes in front and behind her.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of those unconventional characters. It's not one of those things that you can just kind of pick up and immediately it gets super intuitive. But once you get a hang of Wii Fit, it is so fun to be able to play with them. And you can do all sorts of stuff. You can play patiently, impatiently, or whatever you call John Numbers' style. But it is definitely a unique addition to the roster. One that I'm pretty glad is there, and one that I don't know if ESAM is all that glad is there, considering they're going to try to dust them off into the blast zone, but a little bit of deep breathing. Varun going to give himself a little bit of space, but getting edge guarded. ESAM is not going to take this lightly, looking for the stock lead at the moment, but Varun makes it back.
And Varun almost getting the turnaround as well with the down tilt, which would have honestly killed the down air. Going to send him way out, trying to get that soccer ball out there, trying to get some sort of snipe. And no, just slaps that rat to the blast zone.
The straight up high Q jump floater into the blast zone. You gotta love it. Looking like Oikawa out here as Varun is going to try to put this one home and take home a set for their team.
And here's the thing that's crazy. Usually ESAM's really on point. There we go, getting those edge guards, keeping that pressure off stage. But Varun hasn't been able to find their way back to ledge a few times here. And I know Wii Fit kind of has a reputation for flanking, so you kind of need to find a way to be aggressive because that takes away a huge, strength of their game plan should they have to resort to it.
Yeah, just thinking about this ESAM, accomplished competitor both online and off, wound up being 14th. On the version 2 PGR, excuse me for the awkward phrasing, but nevertheless, Varun trying to make their mark here against one of the best that Smash has to offer, Panda Global's own ESAM, and the grab coming through. Varun not quite ready for that. Yeah, when you're playing Pikachu, you can afford to go for stuff like that. ESAM fully cognizant of it. And I'm not sure if stealing game 1 is the option, but it felt like it could have gone either way. Just ESAM had the better option in that instance.
Honestly, what happened is that game should have ended about a few seconds earlier because they had that forward air off stage, but that platform came in and forced for it to be a falling, like a landing forward air. So they weren't able to get that strong kill hit out at the end of it. So that actually saved Varun for a split second. ESAM's still going to find a way to clean that up, though, regardless of, what Varun was hoping for, giving a little bit of a second chance. Brendan, we're going to get right back into this game here. Back to Town and City. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Varun was handling it pretty strong. Got a nice little lead at the beginning using that deep breathing with the up air to be able to take out that first stock. But ESAM honestly just grinding it out, getting great pressure off stage, which it's not to say that Wii Fit has limited resources off stage. Their recovery's pretty decent enough, but they don't have great mix-up for off stage, and that's a big problem.
I mean, this matchup seems nigh upon impossible for Wii Fit just on paper. Like, I don't really know what the probability is of this happening, but it felt like it was ESAM just being an impeccably good ledge guarder that wound up making it doable. It's a testament really to both players' skills, that like no one is particularly losing this game. Like the character is like matchup on paper being what it is, but Varun, this is why you don't skip leg day. Nama, stay in your lane, says Varun.
Oh man, that was definitely something, and that's what you gotta do. Sometimes when you find a player who's too aggressive off stage, you gotta find a counterplay to it. Varun gonna find it with that down air that time at least. But I mean, you can only have that lead for so long against a player like ESAM, who will find a way to take that stock right back with the up smash. And this is only gonna get worse from here, man. Both these players gotta find the most degenerate options if they want to take this W.
Woo! I mean, they're getting right in each other's faces, and you gotta love it. Holding forward, slamming their heads against each other, seeing which one breaks upon the other. Drag down Nairs, however. ESAM, I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Varun, hoping their tournament hopes are not broken upon this giant of a rodent that has tormented the Smash scene for quite some time. Certainly a few members of Tri-State have felt the wrath of this very Pikachu, as back air again establishing itself. Mixing up some pizza. Oh, that was huge for Varun. If they get grabbed there, I don't know if they make it back.
That was actually really dangerous. He got that up smash out, and Pikachu somehow made it right past him with a quick attack. That could have been devastating. That up smash is absolutely no joke, especially, with deep breathing. But man, I'm talking about the wrong character here. That down air spike gonna clean it up for ESAM on that second stock. Now having a pretty decent lead, but let's see if they can get some extra credit. That up air, a second one would have absolutely ended that stock, but not gonna be able to find it.
Is going to be down tilt, however. That gives Varun just a little bit of space. Going to establish that soccer ball. And again, really just looking for it. Oh, man, you got to love that rebound. And, yeah, that ball just kind of sitting there. Now ESAM is being made to play it out as well. But, yeah, surviving at 176 for a character that's relatively light. ESAM knows how to control it defensively, and Varun bringing it back here a little bit in game number 2. There's a lot of space on this stage for them to take advantage.
Did that down tilt do 17%?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it just does that. I don't know, man.
Why? Oh, the platform actually saved them from potentially losing the game here. That's twice now that right side platform has actually saved Varun. So, you know what? They definitely got to go out and buy a lottery ticket here or something, because luck is certainly on their side, but we'll see for how long. They definitely got to find a way to shut out this Pikachu in these last seconds here. It's going to be tough.
I mean, hey, luck presents itself to those who have prepared, and Varun is able to make it back, is going to skip ledge entirely. They want to get right back onto the offensive. However, that's going to be shielded. ESAM, again, the ledge trapping. They could be looking to eat Varun alive here at ledge. They're going to get this throw off of the stage yet again. Deep breathing Varun, looking for any opportunity to establish themselves. But one hit of Nair. Oh my gosh, come on. Let the kid play the game. And the Nova product could be out just before top 8. ESAM is going to electrify the bracket further on. Coming through loser's side, Varun, the matchup against